Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are around this beautiful, beautiful world. Today, we're going to talk about why TEDx is such a challenge for many people out there. If you're watching live, put the hashtag live right now. If you're watching replay, put the hashtag replay. If you have any kind of questions, put them in the comments, because today is the power half an hour to talk about TEDx, but also to talk why on earth so many people are taking it as a huge challenge. Let me start straight away. The first challenge, what people directly face when they start their TEDx journey, is when they apply for TEDx. Why on earth people take it as a challenge? Because people don't take it. Some of them apply once and then they wait for a month to get the answers. A month later, they have a negative answer. They find another TEDx organizer. They apply for another TEDx event. They get again, they wait for another month. A month later, they get a negative answer, and then it's going on and on. So think about how many months you can spend if you apply one by one. So here is the most common mistake what people do when they apply for their TEDx, why they take it as such a challenge. I want you to think about TEDx a bit like going and finding a job. When you want to find a job, you don't apply for one job and then you wait for the answer, wait for the interview. You apply for as many jobs as possible, right? And this is exactly how you want to actually perceive TEDx. You apply to as many as possible TEDx events. That's where you're going to absolutely wipe off this feeling of TEDx is a challenge. I can't do it. I had a client who said, I have been applying for 2 years now. I'm constantly getting no answers or negative answers, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. So I had a chat with him. Literally 2 weeks later, he sent me a message on LinkedIn saying, I'm in. I'm like, congratulations. You see, you need to actually know how to apply. And this is the second reason why people are finding TEDx as a huge challenge. Because when they start the application process, they actually start filling in forms without thinking what exactly they should apply. I want you to think about this. I want you to think like the most common mistakes, which is people are doing when they're going through the TEDx application process, is that they don't sell themselves. When you go for job interview, what do? You have to answer the usual questions as why you want to work in our company, what do you like about our company, what do you like about your job, what do you like about this, I hate this question, but the reality is that the person who is asking this question, first of all, they need to see how you react. They need to see why you really want to do this job. It's exactly the same with TEDx. Think about this. I want you to put you in the shoes of a TEDx organizer. You get so many applications and you have to really pick only those which are going to be really looking great on stage because they have really great idea worth sharing. They know how they speak on stage. They feel comfortable and they have a bang on topic, a really good topic. So this means basically that when you go through the application process, you really have to start selling yourself. Just get your ego out. Usually, we always say, don't have a big ego. Don't talk about me, I. TEDx application process is exactly the opposite. I want you to think of me, I when you apply for TEDx. This is the biggest challenge what people face through the application process because they don't know how to sell themselves. Hell, you achieved so many things in your life. This is exactly what you should put in the forms, in those questions. I am this and I am that, and my topic is amazing, and my title is amazing, and I am amazing. This is what is going to distinguish you from any other speakers, which are so many out there right now applying for TEDx. There is a comment right now. Gemma says, hi, you're watching it live. Hi, Gemma, how are you? I hope everything is good and you do you are ready for the weekend. You do enjoy your Friday. So challenges around application processes, so many. I want you to think about the challenge not as something that is going to stop you, but as something which is going to really, really inspire you to go further. If you get stuck in something, what do? You ask someone for advice. This is exactly why I'm here. Ask for an advice. I'm here for you. So put in the comment all kind of, I got stuck in this step of my TEDx journey. What should I do? I'm here to answer. That's why I'm doing all the TEDx lives, and they are part of the soon to be a TEDx speaker program. So if you did not start your application process, there is another most common mistake what people do. I did mention that people apply for one TEDx and then they wait, and then for another one. Here is my advice. Go and apply in one day to 10 TEDx organizers, 10 events. The chance those 10 events to be on the same day is about 1%. So don't worry that you're going to be accepted from all of them. And you know what? Let me ask you this question again. Like the job interviews, if you are accepted to 2 or 3 or 4 jobs, what you're going to do? You're going to choose which job you prefer. This is exactly the same with TEDx. So go and apply to as many TEDx events as possible. I said 10 because 10 is a really good number to start with. And then keep applying. If you don't have the answer, keep sending them messages. What happens when people want to speak with you, or you want to speak with someone? You pick up the phone. If they don't answer the first time, you call them again and then again. That's exactly what you can do with the TEDx organizers when you apply. Just ask them. Add them on LinkedIn, send them an email, add them on Twitter, add them on Instagram, add them on Facebook, there's so many social media platforms right now. You can find them and just ask them politely. Be nice with, of course, be nice with everyone around, but say like, hey, I would like to, ask again. I'm sorry, just a reminder, I send you an email with an application form. Just let me know a yes or no, so I'll know how to proceed further. Anything like this is gonna put you through that process. So don't take it as a challenge, take it as an inspiration to go further, especially if TEDx has been on your bucket list, or if TEDx has been on your 2021 wish list. Then start it with at least 10 organizers. And again, sell yourself throughout the application process, because this is really, really huge. Now, what another challenge what people do take throughout their TEDx journey is when they have to create their TEDx title. This is when it goes slightly wrong, I can tell you. And here's the challenge. People say, I like this as a title, and they put it as their own TEDx title. The reason why I'm saying it's wrong is because often what we like doesn't mean that the other people like it, right? Sadly, okay, not everything what I like and I put out there is liked by other people. So instead of this, to basically turn the challenge into an inspiration, what I want you to do is to go and do your research on YouTube. YouTube has the TEDx Talk channel, which is the #1 most trusted channel on YouTube as a nonprofit organization. It's huge channel. It has all the TEDx Talks and the TED Talks as well. And what you can do is to go and actually do a research. Type the title what you want, and it's in your head. And the moment when you type the title, you're going to see so many different variations. Just slightly tweak those titles which have more than 2 million views, and then that's it. You've got your title. But don't just put something and then expect that title to work. That is not the way how TEDx title works. And this is the most common mistake what people do. I can talk about common mistakes a lot. I can tell you there is a comment from Momchi, and it's in another language, which is my mother language. I'm not going to answer in another language because this is in English. And yes, if you want to be part of those podcasts, you have to learn English. That is the reality right now. Okay, so TEDx title, another most common mistake what people do is that they don't put a full sentence as a TEDx title. They just chunk in keywords and they are like, okay, I want this to work. I want to be visible. The reason why people do TEDx is because they want to. There are three reasons people to do TEDx. Because they want to gain credibility, because they are huge names in their own field, in their own country. But now, second reason as well, when they get that huge visibility, which is huge visibility, TEDx straight away gives you that visibility and credibility. When you get that visibility, then your credibility ranks up really, really high. The moment when you get on TEDx and you are becoming a TEDx speaker, you rank as an influencer, as a specialist in your field, and credibility and visibility are the two top reasons why people do TEDx. The third reason is because, think about this, when you do a TEDx, this is a legacy. You're leaving a legacy behind you, not until the last day of your life, but forever, because maybe YouTube is going to be forever there, but until YouTube and Netflix and Spotify and all these platforms where TEDx goes, because it's published on 50 plus platforms, this is how long your TEDx Talk legacy is gonna live. It's not gonna live until you live on this earth. It's gonna live much, much longer. And I can tell you that's gonna be most probably at least few hundred years, right? Or internet, until internet is existing there. And when you're creating that legacy as a TEDx, this is when you gain that visibility and credibility as well. The three reasons why people do the TEDx. So going back to the challenge, the people see another challenge in the TEDx title, that it's the opposite. Like, instead of making it very short sentence, they're making it so long that until you read from the beginning to the end, is like, oh my God, I can't even end up. There is an amazing person who did two different TEDx talks, pretty much the same. It's exactly the same topic, pretty much the same statistic. He's a scientist. I'm sorry, I don't remember his name right now, but there was a 7 years between the talk number one and talk number two. The difference was half a million views. And the difference of the half a million views was because the title was like that long. And the title went really short, very snappy, very point to the point TEDx talk. And that's where he really, like, what I see when I see such kind of talks is like, the person delivered the first TEDx talk, they learn from their mistakes, they learn from that challenge of creating a first TEDx talk, and then they said, okay, I'm not going to repeat the same mistake. I'm going to change my title to be short, snappy, full sentence, meaningful sentence. This is so important when you create your powerful TEDx talk, to create it as a meaningful short sentence. So do your research on YouTube. If you get stuck, give me a call, put it in the comments below. I need help, and I will help you, of course. Now, there is another comment, Momchi. I'm sorry, dear, but I will continue totally in English. And have an amazing Friday in I do believe you are in Bulgaria right now. Okay, so another challenge throughout your TEDx journey is possible to create your TEDx talk to be really, really memorable. This is really a challenge, I can tell you, because when I was creating my own TEDx, when I was started designing the content of my TEDx talk, I was like, you know what? I'm one of those people who is always like, I don't have time. I just want to pay someone, give me everything, and I can just embed it in what I'm doing right now. And I went out, I couldn't find, and I'll tell you what I couldn't find. And this is the biggest challenge, the most common mistake. The most common mistake, what people do is that they don't embed social media hacks in the content. The reason why I'm saying this is such a big mistake is because once your talk is out on YouTube, 2.3 billion people, huge visibility, what happens is that there is an AI engine behind the YouTube. a machine learning. And that machine learning is checking so many things, what you say verbally. And when there's so many missing, what I call social media hacks, so many missing elements, your video, literally YouTube put your video below all the other videos, especially on TEDx. So now you don't gain that visibility. And that's why it's so important to implement as many social media hacks as possible. So, and one of those social media hacks is super making it super memorable. To be able to help you on this, I've got a challenge for you. I want you to go and watch 3 different TEDx talk. I'm gonna I put them below. So what I want you to do is to watch the TED talk of Sir Ken Robinson. Amazing talk. Is about schools being creative, or creativity in schools. The second TEDx talk I want you to watch is Simon Sinek's TEDx talk, which is on leadership. It is absolutely brilliant. You're going to absolutely love it. It's a TED talk. It's not a TEDx talk, which it doesn't matter. When you type Simon Sinek TED talk, it's going to come on YouTube. The third TEDx talk, what I want you to watch is Jonathan Graviner TEDx talk. It is absolutely brilliant. There are 3 very different topics. That's why I'm giving you as options. There are 3 very different structures of the content of the TEDx talk. All of them has millions of views. My leg just had a cramp. I'm sorry. All of them has millions of views. So you're gonna see that I'm giving you a very viral talk to learn from. And what I want you to do, just first watch them once, just to absorb the knowledge and absorb what they're saying. The second time when you watch them, dissect the whole talk, and you're going to understand what I'm saying when I'm saying, like, put different social media hacks in your talk, because it is what drives success towards, what drives people towards your own TEDx talk, to be able to go viral on social media and be seen by thousands of millions of people. This is so important. If you have any kind of questions, just let me know in the comments so I can answer. Put the hashtag replay if you're watching on the replay, so I will know and I can answer offline, and because right now I'm answering live directly. If that video is giving you a lot of insights and inspiration, click on the like below and click on the share, so you can share it with the people you know that they always want you to do TEDx, because TEDx is not a challenge. I want you to think about TEDx as an inspiration. Your whole process, what I've been mentioning today, throughout your application process, when you start filling that application form, when you start thinking about your title, and when you start creating the content of your TEDx talk, don't think that this is a challenge. Think it's an inspiration. I do hope that all the hacks and tips what I gave you today are valuable. So if they're valuable, do share on your wall. And I want you to remember one thing. I want you to remember that the challenges are not there to knock you down. The challenges are there to inspire you. So be inspired, do a TEDx talk as soon as possible. Again, apply to as many TEDx organizers as possible. I always say, like, at least 10. And let me know if you get stuck somewhere, or you've got any kind of questions. I'm sending you a lot of love wherever you are around this world. And yeah, I'm going to answer all kind of offline questions later on. I'm starting a TEDx challenge just in an hour and a half. That's going to be absolutely amazing and epic. So yeah, I need to get ready for my TEDx challenge. The TEDx challenge I'm running for a lot of people. Get ready, because you're going to be challenged today, tomorrow, Sunday and Monday, 4 days TEDx challenge. That's going to be absolutely amazing. One of the people who is joining that TEDx challenge is saying, thank you for the great session. As always, you're so welcome, Philip. I can't wait to see you in an hour and a half again with me. And you're going to be challenged. So I'm sending love and energy to all of you, wherever you are around this world. And I'm going to see you next Friday. Talk to you soon.